Hi, my dear members. Welcome to April. In today's session, we are targeting our adductors, so inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes. So lots of gentle lower body work, kind of flow fusion style. And I will be using the ball, the squishy Pilates ball that I purchased specifically for pregnancy, because it's really good to strengthen and pay attention to inner thighs when you're pregnant, because that's the area of the body that gets weak. If you have a ball, grab it. If you don't have a ball, you can replace it with a pillow, or a block pillow is better, but all three options will work. I will pop my ankle weights on right away, and then I will use a dumbbell for the lunges. You can just go body weight. What I do want to quickly say before we get going is that there are quite intense magnetic storms happening in April, throughout April of this year. And I'm like big on that. I love reading about it and learning from people that, you know, put their time and their lives towards studying how energy affects the body and things that are happening on the planet and around the planet. So with that being said, this is something I became aware of recently, and what that means for us is that we need to be very careful with intense exercise. You generally want to avoid overworking, overtraining, and so this month, whatever classes I end up recording, I'll be focusing on more gentle work. It's awesome for beginners, but it's absolutely awesome for everyone, especially if you tend to overdo and or you have an overstimulated nervous system, and you tend to abuse yourself and kill yourself through workouts. I tend to be like that myself. So these classes are great for just slowing down and really connecting to the quality behind movement. With that being said, we're going to start with the ball or the block or the pillow, whatever you have, between your inner thighs. You're just going to place it at your mid thigh, and you're going to find your tabletop position. So your wrists are going to be underneath the shoulders. Remember that we are wrapping our triceps to the back. So think right arm goes to the outside, left arm goes to the outside, and your triceps want to point towards your ribs. I like to curl my 10 toes here. You can choose to point. Try both versions, see what works for you. And before we get going, I want you guys to give me a couple of inhales and a couple of exhales. And every time you exhale, I want you to think of creating just a little bit of extra length on the sides of your neck, as if you're a turtle crawling out of that shell. Notice how visually, like I'm not sticking my neck out or over trying, overdoing. It's more of that internal awareness. So exhale, shoulders away from ears, neck is long, looking down at that space between our thumbs. And then as you exhale, can you find a little bit of abdominal engagement as well? When you're ready, we're going to keep breathing. And for the next 5 reps, what I want you guys to do is every time you exhale, you're going to gently press into the ball or into the block or into the pillow, whatever you're using. And think of engaging your pelvic floor lightly, the front and the back. Super gentle squeeze or pull up. Think of sipping a smoothie in a very lazy way. So you're not rushing to finish that smoothie as fast as possible. Let's go. Inhale, inner thighs are relaxed. Exhale, light squeeze. And when you guys squeeze into whatever you're using between your legs, can you make sure that you're not over gripping with your glutes? So it shouldn't feel like you're tucking under and engaging your glutes. Keep your glutes long and focus more on those inner thighs. Inhale, let go of the squeeze. Exhale, press. Inhale, let go. Exhale, press. 2 more like that. Inhale and exhale. And when I think of that inhale, I think of creating space between my sit bones. Inhale and lengthening through that pelvic floor. And exhale. Good. On your next inhale, do curl your 10 toes if you were pointing out before. On your next exhale, bring your knees just a tiny bit off the floor, and we're going to squeeze into whatever we're using between our inner thighs with short exhales. So you're going to squeeze in on 10, 9, 8, nothing else is moving, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, take a big inhale into the sides of your body, into the back of your body. And exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Feel your core coming on, and we squeeze in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully lower down. When you lower down, don't hop on your knees. One more round like this, and we have 15 squeezes. Inhale. When you inhale, guys, make sure your shoulders are not rising up to your ears. Breathe into your chest, side ribs, back body, space between your shoulder blades, belly. So kind of spread it out versus trying to accumulate tension in the upper traps. Inhale. Exhale, knees lift off. We go 15 squeezes. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good job. Move the ball out of the way for now. I'm going to walk forward. Let's start with our right leg. We're going to extend it behind us. We're going to exhale, lift it up to a place where our back is still able to remain flat. If you want to go a little bit further, take that left hand off the floor. If it's too much, keep it down. We're going to pulse that leg in. So you're going to think of crossing the midline of your body and then bring it back behind you. Leg stays more or less at horizon line, and we feel our core working the whole time. Let's go. This is 3, 4. Think of your right inner thigh every time you cross. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, cross just a little bit and freeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Left elbow comes down, and you're going to rotate into your plank position with your right leg extended. You can bring your bum down for a moment just to take an inhale. As you exhale, actually I'm going to grab that block and use it. If you have not the block, I'm going to grab the ball. If you have the block, you can use it as well. And we're going to lightly press down into it with that right hand as we lift off. Left elbow underneath the shoulder. You're going to press your left glute off the floor, and you're going to press with your right inner heel down into the ground. Check that your booty is not sticking out. Think straight line. You're pressing. You want to connect to your right inner thigh. And at the same time, I'm pressing down into that ball or block, maybe a couple of blocks with the right hand. We're going to hold this push on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower carefully down. Don't sink into that shoulder. Point the foot. Your right ankle is in line with your right hip. We're going to pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Kneecaps pointing towards the front of the room. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your foot on the exhale. Let's lift up again. Push that right inner heel down. Tap on your inner thigh if you need to. Then if you have a ball or a block, squeeze down into it. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Intentional push. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Let's go lifting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Let's go pushing down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Digging a hole in the floor with our right heel. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Lifting up. 10, 9. Small movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good job. We're gonna sit up. If this position, if you're not new to me, you've done this movement before, and you know that a way to make it easier is to elevate your pelvis. So if you can grab those 2 blocks and try sitting on top of them with your bum, that might make your life much easier and this move much more enjoyable.